Hello, good morning dear students. Welcome back to Interactive Virtual Class Nagaland. I hope all of you are doing well. Yes, students, so we will begin with our class today. Alright, so let us see here. So here we see a girl walking home, okay, after holiday, okay, from the school. So when she reached home, right, she left her school bag, okay, and went straight to kitchen, okay. Then let us see what happened. Then here we see the girl asking, okay, her mother, "Mom, I'm feeling hungry. Please give me something to eat." Okay, so this girl is asking something from her mother because she is hungry. Then the mother replied, "Did you wash your hands?" Okay, "Did you wash your hands?" Then the girl replied, "Why wash my hands? Okay, see, my hands are clean." Then the mother replied, "It just looks like it is clean, but it's not clean." Alright. Then the girl asks her mother, "How, mom? Okay, it looks clean. How can it be dirty?" So that is what the girl is asking her mother. Then the mother replied saying, "There are tiny particles which are harmful and they are not visible to our naked eyes." Okay, so there are tiny particles which are harmful for us and they are not visible to our naked eyes. So even though our hands may look clean, it is not clean. Okay, so let us see. Then the mother asks, okay, her daughter, "Go wash your hands and come, and then I will give you snacks." Okay. Then the girl listened to her mother, said, "Okay, mom," and went to wash her hands. Alright. Now here we see a science teacher. He is observing, okay, using a microscope. So let us see here. Okay. So we have a dirt, okay, we took some dirt, mix it with water, okay, take a small portion of it and view it under microscope. Okay, so this is what we will see. Okay, so here we see small organisms, right, which are not visible to our naked eyes. Yes, students, take some amount of dirt, mix it with a little amount of water, take it in a glass slide, okay, and observe it under microscope. You will see these small organisms, okay, moving, which are not visible to our naked eyes, but with the help of microscope we can see this, okay, these small organisms. So these are some of the examples. Okay, here we see some of the examples of those organisms, okay, which are not visible to our naked eyes. Okay, so these are known as microorganisms. Okay, these are known as microorganisms. Microorganisms are those organisms which are very small, which are not visible to our naked eyes. Okay, so even though our hands may look clean, we should always wash our hands before eating. Okay, it is because these microorganisms are present, and these microorganisms can be harmful to us. Alright. Alright, students, we have the first question for today. Please get your rough devices ready. The question is, living organisms which are invisible to naked eye are called as which of the following? Okay, we have four options. Option A is particles, option B is molecules, option C is microorganisms, and option D is macroorganisms. So we have four options. I'm giving you 20 seconds to respond to this question. Students, your time starts now. Living organisms which are invisible to naked eye are called as particles or molecules or microorganisms or macroorganisms. Yes, students. Okay, good, students. Yes, the correct answer for this question is option C. Okay, that is microorganisms. Living organisms which are invisible to naked eye are called as microorganisms. Now, microorganisms. What are microorganisms? Let us see. So these are some of the examples. Okay, these are some of the examples of microorganisms. So microorganisms derived, okay, from Greek word micro, meaning, okay, very small, and bios, which means life. Okay, so microorganisms derive from two Greek words, that is micro, which means very small, and bios, which means life. Okay, so we can say this: a living organism which is not visible to our unaided eyes but visible under a microscope is called microorganism or microbe. Alright, students, I'm repeating this: living organism which is not visible to our naked eye, or unaided eye, but visible under a microscope, okay, is called microorganism or microbe. Okay, so we will use, with the help of microscope, we can see microorganism, okay, but we cannot see with our naked eye. So these living organisms which we cannot see with our naked eyes are called microorganisms or microbe. Remember these two terms, okay, microorganisms or microbe. Now let us see. Okay, here we see, okay, milk in a bowl. Yes, now we are adding some microbes. Okay, so we use microbes. When we add microbes into this milk, okay, and keep it overnight, then it will change into curd. Yes, students, that is how curd is made. And here we see a molded bread, right? We see that this bread is being, okay, destroyed, spoiled by microorganism. So here we have two cases. In the first case, microbe is useful to us because we are using microorganism to make, okay, curd from milk. So here the microbes is useful to us, it is friendly to us. So in this case we can consider microbe as friend. But in the second case we see that this bread is spoiled, okay, is spoiled by microbes or microorganism. So in this case, okay, microbes is not useful to us, it is not friendly to us, so it will be considered as foe. Okay, in other words, enemy. Okay, so here we see that microbes can be both useful to us and can be both useful and harmful to us. So when it is useful to us, we consider them as friend, but when it is harmful to us, we consider them as foe. Okay, so we will revise on this chapter today, that is microorganisms, friend and foe. Okay, we will revise on the chapter microorganisms, friend and foe. We have seen what is microorganisms. We have also seen why microorganism can be friend to us but can also be foe to us, because it is both harmful and useful to us. Okay, so we will see the world of microbes. Okay, the world of microbes. We have virus, then we have protozoa, then we have algae, then we have bacteria, okay, then we have fungus. So here we have, this is the world of microbes. These are the different types of microorganisms. Okay, microorganisms are classified into different groups such as protozoa, algae, bacteria and fungus. Virus are also microorganisms. Okay, virus are also microorganisms, but they are different from other microorganisms. Okay, so we will see how. Okay, these are the different types of microorganisms. So let us see one by one. Okay, the different types of microorganisms like protozoa, algae, bacteria, fungus, and also virus, which is also microorganisms, but it is different from other microorganisms. But before we proceed further, let us answer one more question. Okay, please get your rough devices ready, students. The question is, microorganism can be seen with the help of option A, eye, option B, spectacles, option C, microscope, option D, telescope. So we have four options. I'm giving you 15 seconds, okay, to respond to this question. Your time starts now. Microorganisms can be seen with the help of eye, spectacles, microscope, telescope. So which of the following option is the correct answer? Alright students, your time is up, and yes, good. The correct answer for this question is option C, that is microscope. With the help of microscope, we can see microorganism. Good students. Now let us see, okay, the different groups of microorganisms. First we will discuss virus. Okay, so here we see virus. Okay, virus, it's mainly made up of nucleic acid core, okay, and protein core. Okay, virus is mainly made up of nucleic acid core, okay, nucleic acid on the inside and protein core on the outside. So here, let us see, this is the virus. Okay, so here we see virus entering, okay, a cell. Yes, now it reproduce. Yes, so viruses are different, okay, from other. It is because they cannot reproduce on their own. Okay, they cannot reproduce on their own. They have to enter the cell of host organism and reproduce in the cell of the host organism, and that is why viruses are different from other microorganisms. These are some of the examples of viruses. Okay, here we see structures of different virus. So here we have virus. Now virus has been existing, okay, for a very long period of time. Here we see, okay, in 1950 the virus is there. It is already existing, okay, in 1950. In 1970 the virus is still present, still exists. In 1990 it still exists. In 2010 as well, it still exists. In 2023 also, it still exists. So these viruses has been existing for a very long period of time. Okay. Now, here we see that the virus was inactive for all those years. Okay. But now it enters the body of human. Now they are using human as host. Okay, as the host organism. So once they enter the host organism, they will again reproduce. Okay, but when they are isolated, they cannot reproduce on their own. Okay, so let us see virus. Viruses, they share both living and non-living characteristics. Okay, how is this so? We have seen that virus, okay, is a microorganism. Yes, but it is different from other microorganisms. It is because they share both living and non-living characteristics. Living, it is because when they enter, okay, when they enter the cell of the host organism, they can reproduce. So this is the characteristics of living organism. Yes, but when there is no host organism, okay, when they are left alone or left isolated, they cannot reproduce on their own. So if they cannot reproduce, okay, it is a non-living, right? It is a non-living characteristic. So this virus, they share both living and non-living characteristic. It is because they can reproduce only when they are, okay, inside or present in the cell of the host organism. The viruses are generally made up of protein, okay, protein core and nucleic acid core. Okay, so these are the characteristics of viruses. Some of the diseases caused by viruses includes common cold, then we have influenza, then we have polio, then we have chicken pox. Okay, so these are some of the diseases caused by viruses. It includes common cold, influenza, polio and chicken pox. Alright students, we have another question. Please get your rough devices ready. The question is, which of the following disease is not caused by viruses? Okay, which of the following disease is not caused by viruses? We have four options: common cold, chicken pox, polio, tuberculosis. So we have four options. I'm giving you 20 seconds to To respond to this question, your time starts now. Which of the following disease is not caused by viruses? Common cold, chickenpox, polio, tuberculosis. Yes, students. Which of the following option is the correct answer? Alright, students, your time is up, and yes, very good. The correct answer is option D, that is tuberculosis. Okay, common cold is caused by virus. Chickenpox is also caused by virus. Polio is also caused by virus. But tuberculosis is not caused by virus. So the correct answer for this question is option D. Alright, students, let us see the next type of microorganism, that is bacteria. Okay, that is bacteria. So let us see. So bacteria are also microscopic organism, and they are single cell. Okay, they are single cell microorganism, meaning they are made up of only one biological cell. Okay, so bacteria are microscopic and single cell organisms. Okay, bacteria may live in colonies. Okay, bacteria may live in colonies, and this bacteria is also the bacteria. Okay, were also among the first life forms to appear on Earth. Okay, these bacteria were also among the first. Okay, to appear among the first life forms to appear on Earth, and they are present in most life habitats. So this is about bacteria. Some of the disease caused by bacteria includes typhoid. Okay, typhoid. Then we have tuberculosis. Okay, tuberculosis, in short we call it as TB. So typhoid, tuberculosis, other diseases like cholera, okay, all these are caused by bacteria. Alright, students, we have another question. Please get your rough devices ready. The question is, which among the following pathogens causes cholera? Okay, so we have four options here: bacteria, fungi, protozoa, virus. So I'm giving you 20 seconds to respond to this question. Your time starts now. Which among the following pathogens causes cholera? Yes, students. Alright, students, your time is up, and yes, good. The correct answer for this question is option A, that is bacteria. Okay, cholera is a disease caused by bacteria. Alright, students, let us see here carefully. Alright, we have fruits. We can see fruits on this table. Yes. Now after 1 week, what happens if we leave it like that? So here we see that after 1 week, okay, the fruits are spoiled. So here the boy is asking his mother, "Mom, what happened to these fruits?" Okay, then the mother replied, "Throw them. Okay, they have spoiled due to microbes." So here we see that the fruits are spoiled due to microbes. Now, this made this boy curious. Okay, microbes. Okay, so here let us see what happens. The boy, he took the spoiled fruits, okay, to school to ask his science teacher, "What are the microbes present in these fruits, madam?" Okay, that is what he asked his teacher. You taking the spoiled fruit because he was curious. Okay, his mother told him that these fruits were spoiled due to microbes. Now this made the boy curious to know what are the microbes present in the fruits. Okay, then the teacher said, "Come with me, I will show you." Okay, so let us go along with them and see. Okay, so here the teacher took some, okay, small amount of the fruits that is spoiled into a glass slide and observe it under microscope. So let us see what we can see. So here we see these small structures. Yes, using microscope. So these are microorganisms. Yes, because we cannot see it with our naked eye, but with the help of microscope we can see it. So the next, okay, type of microorganism that we will discuss is fungi. Okay, fungi. So what are fungi? Let us see. Here we see, okay, this fungi is another type of microorganisms. It can be both, okay, these fungi can be both microorganisms or microorganism, but it can also be macroorganism. So here we see fungi are the microscopic and multicellular organisms. They are microscopic like yeast, okay, molds are example of microscopic fungi. Another more common example is mushroom. Mushroom also comes under this group. So mushroom are not microscopic. We can see them with our naked eye. Yes. So fungi can be both microscopic like yeast, okay, like yeast and mold, and it can also be more common examples like mushroom. They are multicellular. They consist of more than one cell. The fungi, they may live in colonies as we can see here. Okay. So here, harmful effects of fungi. Let us see. Fungi cause various diseases to plants and animals. We have seen, okay, we will see more examples in our later classes. Fungi causes various diseases to plants and animals. Fungi also destroy food containing sugar. Okay, molds by molds. Molds is an example of fungi. So these molds, they spoiled, okay, or destroy food containing sugar. Alright students, we have another question. Please get your rough devices ready. The question is, the foods containing sugars when kept outside in humid environment usually spoiled by which of the following microorganism? Bacteria, molds, viruses, none of this. I'm giving you 20 seconds to respond to this question. Your time starts now. The food containing sugars when kept outside in humid environment usually spoiled by which of the following? Yes, students. Alright students, your time is up, and yes, very good. The correct answer for this question is option B, that is molds. The food containing sugars when kept outside in humid environment is usually spoiled by molds. Alright students, let us proceed. Here we see, okay, that the teacher took the students outside. Okay, now here the boy is trying to drink water from the pond. But the teacher warned him, saying, do not drink that water. Okay. Then the student asks his teacher, why I should not drink this water, madam? Okay. Then his teacher replied, take some water in the bottle. I will show you in the lab. Okay. So let us see. So they took some water from the pond. Okay. Brought it to lab. Now the teacher took small amount of water, okay, the pond water, put it on the glass slide. Again they are going to observe this under microscope. So let us see. So the teacher took some amount of the water, of the pond water, and they observe it under microscope. So here we see some structures. Yes, students. So the teacher also allowed the student to observe in the microscope. So the teacher said these are the microorganisms, amoeba and chlamydomonas. Okay, these are the microorganisms like amoeba and chlamydomonas. So the next type of microorganisms that we will discuss is protozoa. Okay, so protozoa are also single-celled microorganism. Okay, they can be free living or they can be parasitic. Okay. So let us see. Protozoans are unicellular microorganisms. So they are also made up of, or they also consist of only one cell. Okay, they are unicellular microorganisms. Amoeba is an example of protozoa. So we can say amoeba is a protozoan. Let us see some of the disease caused by protozoa includes dysentery. Okay, here we see the girl using the toilet. Yes. Now after using the toilet, she has upset stomach. So again she went to use the toilet. Yes. So dysentery is one, okay, of the disease caused by protozoa. So here, this girl, okay, she is wondering why her stomach is upset. Then she remembers that she drank water earlier, okay, and this water was contaminated. It was dirty. So because of drinking this dirty water, because of drinking this contaminated water, she got dysentery. Another disease caused by protozoa includes malaria, okay, and this malaria is caused by mosquito, which is the carrier of the disease. Okay, it carries protozoa known as plasmodium. Okay, now once the mosquito comes and bite us, okay, this plasmodium, which is a protozoa, will enter our body and cause the disease called malaria. So malaria is also another disease caused by protozoa. Okay. So let's see what happens. This man was bitten by mosquito, right? Now after a few days, what happens? Now he is sick, okay? He has cold, he will have fever. Yes, students? So that is another. So some of the diseases caused by protozoa includes dysentery and malaria. Those are just few examples. You can search for more diseases which are caused by protozoa. The next type of microorganisms that we will discuss is algae, okay? Algae. So what are algae? So here we see algae are predominantly aquatic, photosynthetic and eukaryotic organism. Okay, predominantly aquatic. They are mostly found in water. Okay, so they are predominantly aquatic, photosynthetic. Algae are microorganisms, but they are photosynthetic, meaning they can prepare their own food, and they are eukaryotic organisms. Now we have two types of cell known as the prokaryotic cell and eukaryotic cell. So for these eukaryotic organisms, okay, the cell will have, okay, it will have the cell organelles. Okay, they will have definite nucleus and they will have the cell organelles such as mitochondria, Golgi body, endoplasmic reticulum, etc. So these algae are predominantly aquatic, photosynthetic and eukaryotic organism. The algae can be unicellular or multicellular. Some example of algae may include green algae, brown algae. Okay, so these are some of the examples of algae. Alright students, we have another question. Please get your rough devices ready. The question is, which of the following disease is caused by protozoans? Okay, tuberculosis, malaria, typhoid, polio. So I'm giving you 20 seconds to respond to this question. Your time starts now. Which of the following disease is caused by protozoans? Tuberculosis, malaria, typhoid, polio. Yes, students? Alright, students, your time is up. So let us see. Tuberculosis is caused by bacteria. Typhoid is also caused by bacteria. Polio is caused by virus. And malaria is caused by protozoa. So all these three, A, C and D, are not caused by protozoa. Option B, malaria, is caused by protozoa. So the correct answer for this question is option B, that is malaria. Okay. Alright students, so we have been discussing about what is microorganisms. We have also discussed about the different types of microorganisms. Yes students? So we have discussed about the microorganisms, the type of microorganisms, some of the diseases caused by microorganisms. So where are they found? Okay, where are these microorganisms found? Or where are they present? Let us see. Okay. So microorganisms, okay, are present on the surface of the plants, are present in plants, also in animals. Okay, microorganisms are present in plants as well as animals. Microorganisms are also present in air, or they are also present on the ground. So we have microbes in air, the microbes on the ground. Microorganisms are also present in water. So we have microbes in water. Then we have here snow, cold areas, right? So microbes or microorganisms are also found in cold areas like ice or snow. So we have microbes in snow. Microbes can also be found, okay, in the soil. So we have microbes in soil. Microbes are also present inside our body, okay, inside our body. So microbes are present inside our body. Microbes are also found in a hot environment, okay, like lava, okay. So microbes in lava. Then we have microbes are also found in acid. So we have microbes in acid, okay. So microbes in acidic environment. So from here, okay, we see that microbes are present everywhere. Yes, microbes are present everywhere. They are present even in a cold places like snow, okay, where there is snow, or they are present in hot environment like lava. They are also present in acidic environment. They are present in the body of plants and animals. Yes, they are present in water. They are present in the soil. They are present in the air. So we see that microbes are present everywhere. Okay, microbes are present everywhere, from a cold environment to hot environment, from marshy land to desert. So microbes are present everywhere. Okay, and these microbes, they form a very important part of nature. We will discuss, okay, in our later classes, the harmful microorganisms and friendly microorganisms in detail. Okay, so students, in today's class, okay, we have discussed about microorganisms. Now can you tell me what is microorganisms? Now what are microorganisms? Yes, students. Yes, microorganisms are those organisms which cannot be seen with naked eyes or unaided eyes, but it can be seen with the help of microscope. Yes, so microorganisms are also known as microbes. Now we have seen microbes can be both useful to us, can also be harmful to us. Yes, so when microbes are useful to us, we consider them as friend, but when they are harmful to us, we consider them as foe or enemy. Okay, we have seen one example of how microorganisms can be useful to us, and one example of how microorganisms are harmful to us. Now we have also discussed about the different types of microorganisms. The different types of microorganisms include virus, okay, which is a little different, okay, different from other microorganisms. But we have virus, we have bacteria, we have fungi, we have protozoa, we have algae. Yes, we have seen, okay, the characteristics of all these types of microorganisms. The first that we have seen is virus. Virus, they share both living and non-living characteristics. It is because they cannot reproduce in the absence of host organism, but they can reproduce when they enter the cell of host organism. We have seen that viruses are mainly or generally made up of nucleic acid core and protein core. We have seen some of the diseases caused by virus. It includes common cold, influenza, polio, and chickenpox. The next type of microorganisms that we discuss is bacteria. Yes, students, bacteria are microscopic. Okay, they are also microscopic, and they are single cell organism. Okay, they are single cell, meaning they are made up of only one type of cell. They are prokaryotic. Okay, they do not have cell organelles, and they are among the first life form to appear on Earth. Okay, some of the diseases caused by bacteria includes typhoid, tuberculosis, and cholera. Then we have seen fungi, right? The next type of microorganism. Fungi can be both, okay, microscopic, okay, they like yeast and molds. And we have also some examples of fungi like mushroom, which are not microscopic. Yes, students, we have also seen some of the harmful effects of fungi, right? They spoil food. Yes, they spoil food which contains sugar, and they also cause various diseases to plants and animals. The next type of microorganism that we discuss is protozoa. Yes, students. So protozoa are single-celled organisms, single-cell microscopic organism. They can be free-living or they can be parasitic. Okay, but they are microscopic and they are unicellular. We have also seen some of the diseases caused by protozoa. It includes dysentery and malaria. Yes, and the next type of microorganisms that we discuss is algae. Yes, algae are predominantly aquatic. They are photosynthetic and eukaryotic. Yes, so we have seen some of the examples of algae include green algae, brown algae, etc. Okay, so these are the different types of microorganisms that we discussed today. Okay, I'm repeating: virus, bacteria, fungi, protozoa, and algae. Okay, so we have discussed the different types of microorganisms. These microorganisms are also known as microbes. Remember that. Now, where are these microorganisms found? Yes, students, we have seen that microbes are present in plants and animals. Yes, microbes are present in plants. They are also present in animals. Microbes can also be found in the air. It can be found on the ground. It is also present in water. It can also be found in the snow. It can also be found in the soil. It is also present inside the body, inside our body, and it is also present in lava, okay, hot environment, and it is also present in acidic environment. So from this we see that microorganisms are present everywhere. Okay, so students, I hope you are clear with what we have discussed today. Yes, students, we will discuss more in details, okay, about how these microorganisms are useful to us and how these microorganisms are harmful to us. So students, this leads us to the last question for today. Please get your rough devices ready and respond to this question. Okay, I'm giving you, okay, this is a feedback question. So kindly give your feedback about today's class. I'm giving you 25 seconds to respond to this question. Your time starts now. So how do you feel about today's class? Yes, students, kindly give your feedback about today's class. Alright, students, your time is up. Thank you so much for your response and thank you for joining today's class. I will see you again in our next class. Till then, take care everyone and have a nice day.